We talk so much about the Louisville offense, but their defense and then switching to a 3-4. What do you know about their defense or what to expect from them?
So number one, we know the personnel is excellent because we saw it last year firsthand. And, we can kind of make inference to what we think they're going to do based on what Grantham did and what they do well. So we're trying to, there's some guessing going on there for sure. And then obviously Coach does a great job out of the 3-4 and the multiplicity of it and how they pressure out of it. So we got to be ready for it all. And again, like I said, there's a lot of variables in the open game. We got to be ready for ours.
Hey, Al, you mentioned Trayon Gray as a true freshman who's going to have a role on special teams in Game 1. Obviously, we know the guys in the 2 deep that are freshmen. What are some other true freshmen who are going to play in special teams and have a role there at Louisville?
There's a whole bunch of them. Rico Mays, for sure. Darian Owens. Juwan Young. God, there's so many.
Either there's Tyree Brady or
well, they're on the depth. Whether or not that actually unfolds on game day, they're ready. Brady's ready. Langham's ready.
So they both travel.
Yeah, right now they're traveling. And again, we'll evaluate all that here tonight and select the final Travis squad to kind of set the depth and go from there.
Al, is this the most confidence you've had in your defense since you've been here?
I think when we, the first year when all the suspensions were done, it was a pretty talented group. When all the suspensions subsided and, kind of mid to late season, with Sean running it and OV back and all that, I think that was probably, there was some confidence there. And then we went to, just straight rebuild. But certainly in the last 3 years, this is the most confidence that and they have the most confidence. They have the most experience. They have the most depth. They're working together. But again, the challenge is Monday night. They could talk about it until I'm blue in the face. They got to go out and do it. We got to go out and do it. And it's a great opportunity to do it.
Al, how much action do you think Walter Tucker will get at fullback, and how much at linebacker?
Well, I think the order for him will be fullback, special teams, and then defense. So I think he'll definitely see action on offense and special teams. And he's close on defense. That selection is going to be made here based on, to be honest with you, based on how he and Juwan performed and then who won the special teams jobs. So that's how we'll work that.
Have you figured out who's starting at right tackle, offensive tackle, on the corners and safeties?
Right tackle, again, Feliciano can play out there, Gavois can play out there, Darling can play out there, and McDermott can play out there. So again, we're going to keep rotating all those guys out there, and there'll probably be 2 in the game at that position, and then safety again, that will be determined out here. So it would just it would be silly of me to sit here and select it right now without making sure I go back and evaluate the tape and give everybody a fair opportunity.
How did Taylor look this week?
Taylor looked much better. Again, it's really good competition there, so nobody can relax. I thought Danny Isidore has had a good week. Obviously, the center and the left guard and tackle have been, kind of really experienced veterans for us. But Danny Isidore's had a good week, and I think all the guys contributing at right tackle are doing well. It's just hard to figure out who's the starter and who's going to come in next.
Curtis's ailment, did it affect at all him, not doing kickoffs or even punting?
Well, we pulled him back from punting because of that. And to be honest with you, Vogel has been doing better at kickoffs right now. So did it affect it? Look, he's healthy now. There was some weakness. I expect him to be ready to go game day. Okay. And so placements for sure. But he's behind Vogel right now at kickoffs.
Okay. You've always talked about guys buying in and trusting the process. In the past, this fall you haven't had to mention it that much to us. Is that because just the guys get it, or because you feel like we already know that you need to do that?
No, I think they get it. I think they're starting to perpetuate our culture, and it's a lot easier when the seniors teach the freshmen. It's 30 guys that come on the team every year, sometimes 35, and when your upperclassmen are teaching the younger guys what it's all about, it's a lot easier than a coach trying to go around and micromanage it. So I haven't had to yell a lot about effort, and you guys have been out here. The effort's been good. The leadership's been good. They obviously came in strong, and they came in healthy and in great condition. So hopefully we can continue that good fortune.
The last time we talked to Fentress, he was talking about getting more time at safety. Is that kind of still where you envision him on Monday, or has he had some time at linebacker?
No, it's mostly safety right now and special teams.
What's Fentress? but your walk-on program in general.
Yeah.
Since you've been here, you seem to really emphasize that.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I'm glad you recognize that. I think we all have emphasized that. And we've made a lot of progress with it. It's going to be more important now than ever. I know the NCAA packed up and went away, but we're going to be light scholarships now for the next 3 years. So the walk-on program is going to be more important now than ever. And well, we have some really good walk-ons on this team right now. Guys that came on and are making a difference for us. So we're proud of that. We work hard at it, and you know, we got to continue to do that and make sure they're taking care of those guys, rewarding them, treating them fair, and you know, if they're as good as a scholarship player, make sure that they can beat them out. Make sure that they get the nod if they deserve it.
Al, which quarterbacks will be making the trip?
4 of them will be. Of course, the first 2, Ryan is making it as a captain and a leader.
Right.
You know, that kind of role.